In this video, we're going to dive deep into the mind of that girl you like, the one who's suddenly ignoring you. We'll uncover what she's thinking, what's really going on in her head, and I'll walk you step by step through how to make her start chasing you again. Now, there are usually two reasons why a girl might ignore you. Either she's testing you, or she sees you as a guy with limited options. You saw her, you liked her, and maybe you started giving her too much attention. You made her feel like she's the only girl you want, like you'd do anything just to please her. And deep down, she sensed that you don't see much value in yourself, that your only dream is for her to notice you. I think you get the point. Now let's figure out which reason applies to you. If she's ignoring you, it's usually the second reason. Why? Because a girl only ignores as a test if she's already interested in you. If this girl is someone you've gone out with before, or she showed signs of liking you at some point, then it's probably just a test. But if she never seemed interested, and she's showing no sign of caring at all, then you're dealing with something else. You're facing the second situation, where she simply doesn't see enough value in you yet. Today, we're focusing on that kind of girl. The one who's ignoring you, not because she's testing you, but because she doesn't see a reason to chase you. Now here's the truth. A girl ignores you when she feels like you have no other options. She senses that you're chasing her because she's the only one you care about. But don't worry. This isn't about pretending to date 100 girls. You don't need to play fake games or manipulate her. The solution is much simpler than that. I still remember when I faced this exact problem myself. Back then, no girl seemed interested in me. It wasn't a mistake I made once, it was my entire reality. And I didn't know how to fix it. At first, I thought the only way to look valuable was to lie. I began making up stories about imaginary girls I had dated. I'd talk about people who didn't even exist, just to make the girl in front of me think I had options. But that was one of the biggest mistakes of my life. Because instead of working in my favor, it completely backfired. Here's what I learned the hard way. When you lie to impress a woman, two things happen. Either she figures out you're lying and trust me, she will, and lying instantly kills attraction, or she understands that you're trying too hard to prove your worth. And that's just another form of seeking her approval. Both situations destroy your chances. So please don't make the same mistake I did. Don't lie. Don't exaggerate. And don't try to look like someone you're not. The real question is, how do you make her believe you have options without lying when you actually don't? When I started learning about attraction psychology, I discovered something powerful. Women don't care how many options you actually have. They care how you act when you talk to them. They read your energy, your tone, your behavior. If you behave like a man who has choices, they'll assume you do. And that's where my favorite principle comes in, the qualifying technique. Now, I want you to pay attention to this. Because if you understand this one concept, you'll never chase validation again. Qualifying means filtering. It's what a person does only when they have plenty of options, and they need to choose carefully. When you qualify a girl, you subtly communicate that you are the chooser, not the chaser. And this is incredibly attractive. It makes her feel like she's earning your attention, not just receiving it. Like she's trying to win you over, and that shift in dynamic changes everything. So, how do you qualify her? How do you make her feel like she's special for reasons beyond her looks? Let's go through it step by step. The first way is through your questions. Ask things that make her open up about who she is, and then acknowledge what she says in a genuine way. For example, say something like, I've met a lot of people tonight, but for some reason, I feel really comfortable talking to you. What would you say is your best quality? I'm genuinely curious. When she answers, she's actually trying to impress you. She's thinking about what she can say to make you like her. And that's when the energy flips. Now she's doing the work. When she shares something, acknowledge it softly. Wow, that's really cool. I like that about you. She'll instantly feel more connected, more seen, more special, and from there, conversations flow naturally. Another approach is using a self-fulfilling compliment. This means making a statement about her character that she'll want to live up to. For example, there are so many girls here, but I feel like you're really open. That's rare. Most people are guarded when they meet someone new. Then end with, would you say that's true? When she agrees, she starts acting even more open and comfortable around you. You've just reinforced a positive identity in her mind. That's the secret. You make her feel good about being herself around you, and that's something most men never do. Here's another one. You know what I like about you? You're bold. You say what's on your mind. You don't censor yourself, and that's really refreshing. You see how it works? It's open, it's confident, and it's genuine. And once she feels that comfort, she'll naturally open up more. Most beautiful women are used to being valued only for their looks. They get tired of that. But when you acknowledge their personality, their humor, their confidence, their honesty, it hits differently. It feels special. Now, one of the most important things to remember is this. When a girl qualifies herself to you, notice it. Maybe she starts bragging subtly. Maybe she tells stories to impress you. Maybe she leans closer, laughs a little louder, or touches your arm while talking. That's her way of saying, I want you to like me. And when she does that, don't ignore it. Acknowledge it. You can smile and say, that's awesome. I like that about you. Or even something playful like, careful. You're making me like you more. These little acknowledgments make her feel seen, and that emotion pulls her closer to you. But if you ignore her efforts, she'll feel rejected and start to pull away. Remember, attraction isn't built by chasing. It's built by allowing her to come to you. The moment you stop trying to prove your worth and start living from a place of calm confidence, everything changes because the truth is, women are not drawn to perfection. They're drawn to emotional balance, to confidence without arrogance, to men who know their value without shouting it. So if that girl you like is ignoring you right now, don't panic. Don't chase, and definitely don't lie. Instead, slow down. Refocus on your own life. Build your confidence quietly. Start seeing yourself as the chooser, the one who decides where his energy goes. When you do that, she'll sense it. Her radar will notice the shift. And slowly, the same girl who ignored you will start wondering what changed. She'll feel the difference in your energy. And eventually, she'll be the one chasing you, because real attraction isn't created by begging for attention. It's created by becoming the kind of person who doesn't need to.